Picture this, you're at the mall and you see that girl that you want to go talk to. She even maybe makes eye contact with you. Then you talk to your friends and you go, yeah, this is the time. I'm gonna go talk to her, boys. And then you think about doing it, you look over at her, and you get that weird feeling in your gut, and you just don't end up doing it. A lack of self-confidence is one of the biggest problems that young men face in the modern world, because this is something that for the most part affects literally every single aspect of your life. It affects your ability to go on a date. It affects your ability to talk to a girl. It affects your ability to make friends, to perform well on your tests or in a sports game. But this is something that through taking action, you can improve and get better at. So I just wanted to say that it's actually a great job you're clicking on a video like this and trying to level up your confidence, because this is something that in the long run is going to help you out so much. So good for you, bro. Step 1 for improving your confidence, you need to update your self-image. Do you often say things like this to yourself? Oh, there's no way that girl will be into me. She's just way out of my league. And oh yeah, she would never be into a guy like me. Oh, this exam is going to go so bad. I didn't study at all and it's just going to go absolutely terrible. Oh, this first date, I'm so nervous for it. And there's no way I'm going to do it. But I want you to ask yourself this question. When has having a limiting belief ever actually helped you out in your life? Is there a single situation where having a negative belief or belittling yourself has ever actually served you? No, of course not. Because really think about it. Is it the objective truth of the world that that girl is not going to be into you? No, it's not. Because somewhere out there, there's a guy who looks very similar to you, who is similar to you in almost every single way, but the only thing he has different is he has a good self-belief. And he actually goes up and talks to that girl and he gets her, because he's not the guy who's rejecting himself. He's not the guy who's telling himself that he can't do it. So we need to start manually inputting positive thoughts into our heads. You know what? I am a catch. That girl is going to like me. I am confident. I can do well on this date. Now, does this mean that every time you say you're going to do something, it's going to happen? Does this mean every time you go on a date, it's going to go well? No, of course not. But the thing is, if you're putting positive thoughts and you're thinking positive things, you're at least giving yourself a chance. You're at least giving yourself an opportunity. Because the guy who has negative beliefs, who tells him that he can't do something, he doesn't even have a chance in the first place. Because yeah, if you don't believe you can get the girl, if you don't believe you can do something, then yeah, of course you're not going to be able to do it. But the guy who believes he can do it, who knows he has a chance, is actually giving himself the opportunity to do it. So always have positive self-beliefs and get rid of the negative ones. The second thing you need to do is you need to cut out bad habits. Things like porn, video games, junk food. Because as important as self-image and thinking positive thoughts about yourself is, you truly know deep down when you're doing the wrong things. And for every single person, that's going to be different. Maybe, you stay up way too late playing video games all the time. Maybe you're eating a bunch of junk food. Maybe, you're watching things that you shouldn't be watching online. So what we need to do is we need to cut these things out. There are some things like watching porn that I think you should never ever do as a young man. Like some of those things are just terrible and you should never do them. But of course, eating junk food, playing video games, those things are still fine in moderation. I'm not saying, oh yeah, you can never play video games, bro. You can never eat a cheeseburger. No, that's not what I'm saying. But instead of being the guy who does these things like play video games every single day, eat junk food every single day, do these things on a special occasion. Like if you're going out with your friends and you want to get a burger for dinner, completely fine. If you're taking a girl out for a date and you want to get an ice cream, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a huge difference between the guy who does these things on a day-to-day basis, who plays video games every day, who eats McDonald's every day, and the guy who does them on a special occasion, who does them every now and then. So get rid of these negative habits and stop making them a constant thing in your life. Step 3, replace these things with positive habits. And specifically, if you're looking for a positive habit that you want to implement in your life, the number one thing I would suggest is the gym and weightlifting. There is not a single thing that I've noticed throughout my own life that boosts confidence like going to the gym. Because not only does it improve your physical appearance and actually make you look a lot better, but also it takes a lot of discipline to go to the gym consistently and build a good physique. And nothing is more rewarding than over time seeing the progress that you've made. So what you need to do as a man is start going to the gym, start lifting heavy weights and training hard. Because in order to actually improve your confidence, you need to make something of yourself. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm confident, but then not actually take any action. And going to the gym creates this whole feedback loop where you've improved your appearance, you've gotten in better shape, so therefore you're more confident, and then more girls start liking you. So start going to the gym, start doing good habits, and that will benefit your life so much. Step 4 is actually to be okay with failure and rejection. Something that I think is just so encouraged by the modern day that's so bad for young men is constantly wanting to run away from failure. Because you've been taught in school that, oh yeah, if you fail this test, if you do bad, it's the worst thing ever and you're never going to recover. But I actually believe that the guy who runs towards failure, who embraces failure and learns from it, is going to be in a much better place than the guy who's always running away from it, who's always scared of messing up. Because think about it, the guy who goes and talks to the girl but gets rejected, well, he's still in a better spot than the guy who never even talked to her at all. Because at least he's exposed himself to like the feeling of failing, of rejection, and he's actually learned from his mistakes. And also, everything in life is a skill. You can't expect to improve at talking to women, to get better at going on dates if you never actually do it. So you need to be okay with failing, with messing up, and almost have the mindset that like, if I mess up, if I fail, it's not the end of the world. It's not a bad thing. Is the world gonna explode if you get rejected by that girl? It may seem like it, but bro, it's not going to. If the girl rejects you, you just move on and talk to someone else. So have the mindset that even if I fail, it's still in a way a positive thing because I'm gonna learn from my experiences, and I'm gonna also be embracing discomfort, which embracing discomfort is gonna allow you to do it more and more often. And then the more you embrace discomfort, the less discomfort you actually experience. But if you're always running away from failure, running away from rejection, you're never actually going to embrace that discomfort, and you're never gonna feel that in the first place. So do not be scared of failing, of messing up, because the more you do, the better it will be for you over the long run. If you found this video helped you, be sure to click the like and subscribe button, and also turn on the post notifications so you can see more videos like this. I'll see you for the next video, bro.